Hi there. Looks like I'm live. So happy to be with you today. Just going to hold on for a moment while people get the notification, while people arrive. I'm here to answer your questions today. Try to stay online as long as possible. As always, we'll start this session with a few announcements. I'm just going to hold on for a second. That's Rocky's tail. Oh my gosh, get your tail off the camera. Oh my goodness. He gets so excited when I do these live sessions. He promises not to be a nuisance today, though. So he's going to let me answer as many questions and without interrupting. At least he's promising that. I don't know if he's going to keep it. Hi, Cole. I don't know if he's going to keep that promise. Okay, so let's start with some announcements. To start, I am Veronica. I am a Chicago-based life coach on this channel. Let's see, I talk about conscious manifesting, the law of attraction, improving your relationships, improving your life, attracting that specific person, attracting that ex. Hey, RebeccaIsles. All that good stuff. If you would like to learn more about me, you can do so at VeronicaIsles.com. I also do one-on-one coaching. I'd be happy to help you with your particular situation. Also, if you are watching a replay of this and you want to be involved in the next live session, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell icon, and YouTube will let you know. You can also learn about my live sessions on Instagram, Veronica Isles, so go ahead and follow me there. I did announce it in advance today, so I actually remembered. Okay, what other announcements do I have? Oh, I posted in this description box a link to my how to get your crush in 3 days. It's a particular technique. I did this video a few months ago. It has been do check out if you're connection. I'm so disappointed. I'm actually on my other computer. So that debunks my myth that it was the computer's problem. Oh, well, we'll just have to work through this unstable connection. I guess the Xfinity people will be coming out again. In any case, if you haven't seen this video on how to attract your crush, it could be a crush, a specific person, an ex, pretty much anyone. But if you're looking for a quick technique, 3-day technique, do check out that video. It's worth a rewatch too if you haven't seen it in a while. What else? Oh, I did post 2 videos will be premiering this weekend. One on how to get unstuck when you're manifesting a specific person, and the other one is how to change your inner story. So do set a reminder for those. They premiere on Saturday and Sunday, and I do think you will find them enjoyable. Something else exciting I decided to do. I remember as a child, I used to get advent calendars on December 1st, and it would last to Christmas. And every single day, like I'd either get a piece of chocolate or a little present or something. Like it was very exciting. So what I decided to do this year for all of you is create a video every single day, starting December 1st through the 25th, like an advent calendar. So do look forward to that. They're going to be on a variety of different topics. In fact, if you would like to request, I do a particular topic. I'm going to start filming these in advance so that they'll be all ready to go and to premiere first thing in the morning, like an advent calendar, like you're waking up that day, eating your piece of chocolate. Instead, you'll be watching a video. So I'm really excited about that, December 1st through the 25th. And they're just going to be premiering like first thing in the morning. I'm going to set them at 7 a.m. my time zone, almost like you're waking up on Christmas morning and you're so excited and you get to see a video every day. And hopefully it'll make you happy. It'll change your world. One other question. Has anyone ever heard of the podcast company Anchor? I have never heard of them. They contacted me and asked me if I wanted to start doing podcasts. I have no idea what podcasts are. So if anyone has any opinions on that, whether I should do this or whether it's a complete waste of time, please let me know, because I have no idea. They said it's great, but when someone's trying to get you to do something there, of course, they're going to say it's wonderful and amazing and you would benefit from this. But is it really wonderful and amazing for me, or should I just continue to do YouTube lives and stuff like this? I don't know. So if you have any opinion on a podcast, the company is called Anchor. I've never heard of them. Apparently, they said they're awesome. Well, like I said, everybody kind of does that. So if you have an opinion on this, please let me know. Okay. We are going to start with some questions. Rocky's trying to drink my water. I'm going to let him do it. He's drinking my water. Come on, Rocky, get your face out of there. He is so goofy. He's like obsessed with the water. Get down. Nobody can see me if you do that. Okay, he's gonna go over there. I'm just gonna give him the water. We can share the water, I guess. It's fine. Rocky's my baby, so it's okay. Oh, I have a Dark Shadows shirt on today. Oh, Angelique, Laura Parker. These shirts are my favorite. Seriously, I have one for every single cast member. I love Dark Shadows. If you're looking to get me a present, they're on Redbubble. I wear the slim fit, unisex, size small. Get me one, send me one. Honestly, I'm not trying to take gifts, but if you wanted to get me a Christmas present, that is what I would want. Okay. Let's give you all a present right now and answer a ton of questions. Cute cat. Rocky says thank you. Does it make sense to keep manifesting someone when he was being very toxic? I think there's different levels of toxic. Sometimes people are just verbally not nice. But if someone's like physically toxically hurting you or hurting your state of mind, yes, it's possible to manifest a better version of them, but you want to create a lot of distance. Like, you don't want to be in someone's daily world when they're acting toxic to you, especially if they're like really hurting you. You want to get away from them as far as you possibly can. And sometimes people that are physically hurting you, you don't want to give a second chance. Now, I'm not saying, never say never. Use your own good common sense and do what's right for you. But I do think that, it's possible for people to change. So, for example, if someone was toxic and an ugly person, yes, they could transform into a beautiful person. But you want to put yourself first and you want to make sure that you have a guarantee that this person is actually going to be good to you. I would say, don't spend a lot of time focusing on this person changing. Instead, change your standards of what you expect to receive in your own life. And I think by default, this person will either change or you realize you don't need them anymore. So either way, it's a win-win. How to love yourself first before getting into a relationship with someone else. I think that in terms of manifesting a relationship, that we should always be, first take time out for ourselves. So we are going to, especially if there's a specific person in mind, dare to dream on you for, as long as you need to. Like, be selfish, really figure out the kind of person you want to be in a relationship, figure out how you want to be loved, set like really high standards. Like, if you're setting those super high standards, you're going to attract people to treat you really well, including your specific person. But you need to not conform to anyone else. You need to set the standards super high. Like, sometimes you're afraid to set these standards because you're like, well, will my specific person be able to deliver? And I want this person so badly that I'm willing to conform. No conforming. You need to know what kind of relationship you want. So say to yourself, I want daily communication, or I want someone to bring me gifts. I want someone to give me lots of compliments. I want someone to tell me they love me all the time. I want someone to introduce me to their family, their friends, show me off on social media. I want all of this. Say it for yourself first. And I really think that the specific person will show up in that way if you really believe it possible and accept it for yourself. So it's time to accept it for yourself. Padme came to say hi. And don't be afraid to dream big. Dare to dream big and take this time for yourself and be selfish. Pamper yourself. Treat yourself well. And that's when the perfect companion just shows up and complements your world instead of having that companion be your world. You don't want them to be your world. You want to have your own world and have them be like this accent. I want my crush to marry me now. You can marry your crush. Like, really, it happens. Your crush doesn't have to remain an elusive, dreamlike crush. They can become your boyfriend. They can become your girlfriend. So, they can become your married partner. Like, that happens. But say to yourself, affirmations like, I am worthy of being with my crush. I am worthy of having my crush love me in return. I am worthy of having these things. It starts with these inner stories, and the video that I'm releasing on Sunday is all about changing your inner story to match up. There's something on the screen to match up with what you ultimately want. All right, I'm adjusting the screen a little bit. Padme is sleeping on my toes. Rocky just jumped down. Jon Snow is busy looking at birds and squirrels out the window. It's a little cat update. Uh, there are 111 people with me right now. I'm fixing my lips. I feel like there's something on my lip. I can't get it off. Is it on my teeth? I don't know. I think it's gone. No, it's not gone. It's like on my lip. Oh well. Guess it'll just have to stay there. How do I know I'm manifesting correctly? You know what? Know how you judge your manifesting? You do not judge it by asking someone else for confirmation. You do not judge it by looking to outer things like signs. Like the way you judge whether or not you're having progress should not be based on signs. If you're getting signs, that's great. Signs are awesome. They make you feel good. That's not a measure of progress. Your measure of progress, you say to yourself, how do I feel inside? Be honest. Ask yourself to compare how often you think the encouraging things and how often you think the negative things. If you are thinking the positive things more than the negative things, then yes, you are doing it properly. You are on the right track. You are on your way. You are on that path to get to that destination, and it is coming. Like you may not know when the destination happens, like your GPS signal, it's not giving you an estimated time of arrival, but you're on that road. That's all that matters. So ask yourself in the inside, how do I feel? Am I okay right now? Am I happy regardless, or can I at least enjoy life regardless? Because you don't have to be happy. Like there's plenty of people that manifest things and are happy. It's just more fun to be happy. So again, in terms of manifesting the things you want, you should enjoy the process. I'm not saying it's a requirement. That's why positivity does not automatically equal a manifestation. People get confused there. They're like, I'm being so positive. I'm being so positive. Where is it? It's because positivity does not equal it. Positivity can make it easier, can make it go faster, but that's not what creates the alignment. What creates the alignment is how much you're focusing on having it, being it, experiencing it, how much you see it as truth. I like to compare it to this idea of truth because, in terms of truth, like, we know our own name, we know our birthday, we know simple mathematics, like those are truths. We know what the color red looks like. Those are truths. We know cats say meow. In terms of aligning with your desire, you want to see it as truth. And that's why sometimes negative people align with their desires because it has nothing to do with negativity or positivity. It has to do with truth. So I feel it is true that, I have a YouTube channel and it's going to continue to grow. I feel it is true that, I talk to people, I help people. I feel it is true that I'm a healthy person, that I have someone that loves me, that I have 3 cats that are healthy and well and happy. I feel it is true that my neighborhood cat Spot will come visit me every single day because she likes me and I give her warm shelter in the winter. I know that's truth. I know it's true that I'm going to see, X amount of movies. I'm going to eat this kind of food. My car is going to be like this. And in a couple of years, I'm going to upgrade my car. Like I have truths for my life. Like these are the things I feel to be true. Now I can adjust these things at any moment. I could suddenly start to feel the truth of traveling all the time. I could suddenly start to feel the truth of, not having 60,000 subscribers, but having 100,000. Like I could adjust these truths. So if you want different experiences with your specific person or anything in your world, I didn't label this particular session specific person. It'll probably be dominated by that, but it doesn't have to be. You could feel anything's truth in your world. And the thing about truths is you form them into truths and then they slowly start to develop in your world. Like it doesn't happen overnight. You got to stay firm to these truths. Okay, I don't even remember the original question. I went off on a tangent. I do want to say that my video tomorrow, I get really passionate and empowered and emotional. I know sometimes you like those videos, so tomorrow is a good one. Okay. Is it normal to be manifesting for 5 months without any results? Sure. I wouldn't judge and say without any results because just because you haven't seen the results does not mean there haven't been results. If you think of a plant growing, There's plenty of time where there are results underneath the soil that you don't see. So, just because you haven't had that big breakthrough yet, just because your world hasn't transformed in huge ways, doesn't mean that you're not on the right track. So, say to yourself, I'm going to stop counting the time. Like, whenever I've manifested something big, I don't count the time. Oh, Jon Snow is coming over. It's a special moment. Come here, baby. He's coming over. Um, so you don't want to count the amount of time. You don't want to measure it. You don't want to keep tabs on it. You want to feel like it's already part of you. So say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to keep tweaking my energy. I'm going to keep feeling good. I'm going to keep trying my best. I do not have to be perfect, but I'm ready now. Like I'm ready for this change. And I do want to say an important component of manifesting is really honestly being ready. A lot of times we get so wrapped up in this idea of manifesting that it's almost like we feel more comfortable in the idea of manifesting than we do in actually living out the desire. So a lot of times, like if you want the specific person, it feels more comfortable to be in the place of the person who's desiring it instead of the place of the person who has it. Like logically, you can be like, yeah, love that. But physically, it'll feel weird, especially if you are so used to disappointment for so many years. It's like you don't know how to be the person that gets it. Like that feels uncomfortable. That feels weird. That doesn't feel like truth. So we need to start adjusting that and saying, universe, I am ready. I am ready for change because it's big changes. Like you're going to have a different schedule, you're going to do different things. You're not going to like watch my live sessions anymore if you've already attracted your specific person. So unless of course, you want to watch me anyway, but like it won't be in the same way. Like it'll feel different. You'll focus on different things because you'll no longer have that want. It'll be fulfilled. So be ready. And again, I do other stuff, so maybe you'll still want to watch me. How do you surrender and let go? You surrender by being like, I am ready to let go of all of the past memories of lack. Um, for example, if you are struggling in this relationship, you may not be ready to forgive and forget. Like maybe you've had a breakup and you're still so used to replaying these memories of being with this person and having them hurt you. And you're still holding on to that hurt. So it's like you're still replaying that. You're not ready to fully just let go of that and trash it, never access it again. Maybe you're used to replaying old memories of old boyfriends or old girlfriends hurting you. And you have to be ready to just like dump all of that. Start fresh, like you are a brand new person entering the world for the first time, and be ready to like let go of all that baggage. Like sometimes you feel like that baggage is who you are, and it is who you are, but you don't have to bring it with you into the future. Like it can be in the past, and like I'm swatting it. Done. Like I'm swiping it on my cell phone. Gone in the trash. When you're ready to no longer access that past, then you can create your future from nothing. Because like there's no, previous memories going, well, this didn't work out in the past, so maybe this won't work out in the future, or he's not capable of that because he did this in the past. We just trash it all. Create fresh, brand new slate, blank, totally fresh, totally new. Okay. How to manifest despite feeling ugly? Oh, here's the thing about beauty. We all have different ideas of what is beautiful and what is ugly. Someone's idea of ugly could be someone's idea of beautiful. Beautiful is so subjective. Like there's no perfect truth of what is beautiful. Anything can be beautiful. So you could actually be beautiful right now and just being identified as ugly. But you may not actually be ugly. There's really no ugliness in this world. This world is so amazing. Life is so beautiful that, you got to stop labeling yourself. Start saying beauty is in the eye of the beholder. In fact, there's an episode of The Twilight Zone. I love The Twilight Zone. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's called Beauty is in the Eye of the Beholder. I don't know. But there's this woman and she wakens up in the hospital and she's like gorgeous. And they're telling her, is she ready for her transformation or something like that? And apparently, okay, I might be telling the story wrong because I'm on the spot and I can't remember it, even though I've seen the episode a million times. In any case, she ends up being exiled to this island of people that look like her. You know what? I think I confused two episodes. There's one where she's picking out her ideal look. Screw that. Edit this part out. What I'm trying to say is there's this woman. She's beautiful. She wakes up in the hospital. She's going to be sent to an island with people that look like her. Turns out everybody else around her, like they have these pig faces, like they're disgusting, they're ugly. Apparently that is the standard of what is normal. The beautiful people are considered the ugly people. So it's like reversed. The point I'm trying to make, and that was really long-winded, and I do apologize. The point I'm trying to make is that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What's one person could find absolutely beautiful, another person could find absolutely ugly. One person finds absolutely ugly could be someone else's identification of beauty. We are all, somebody likes the color purple. I like the color purple. Somebody out there might be like, that is the ugliest color I have ever seen in my entire life. Okay. For example, what do I love? I love eggplant. I think eggplant is one of the most amazing foods in the entire world. Like, I love eggplant parmesan. I love baba ganoush. I love eggplant. I don't even know how they cook it at the Afghan grill. It's like got goat cheese in it. It's amazing. My boyfriend hates eggplant. He despises it. He thinks it is absolutely disgusting. He would never eat it. So is eggplant beautiful or is it ugly? It's both. Depends on the person. So yes, you can manifest someone, but you can't identify yourself as ugly because there's really no ugly. There's really no beautiful. There's really no ugly. It's all subjective. Okay, I wore myself out. I want to say if you're just joining me, I'm Veronica, and I know these live sessions are totally sporadic, so I may not be making any sense at times, but hopefully you enjoy it and you enjoy the energy. That's what these live sessions are all about. They're meant to pump you up and make you feel good. Now, I want to say, if you're watching it on a replay and you want to be a part of the next live session, subscribe, hit that bell icon to first be notified as to when I go online live. YouTube will let you know. You can also join me on Instagram. I post there as well. I do want to say I offer one-on-one coaching, VeronicaIsles.com. I've got two specials going on right now. I actually have regular delivery emails written by me available for a limited time. I also have the Specific Person Manifesting Intensive Bundle Workshop, which is supposed to get you huge results in a short amount of time. Can you manifest your specific person by not focusing on them anymore? Yes. In fact, you should be doing this. Have you ever noticed that things manifest fastest when you think about them once? That's because the universe is made up of potent energy. Like, it's so potent. Like, a pure thought can bring about the fastest results. So if you want your specific person, don't try to think about them. Don't try to go out of your way to do these exercises and over and over and over again. Instead, have fun with it. Kind of like my manifesting package. I have you take 2 days off a week because you're not supposed to be doing it all the time. You can think about them once and not think about them again until they actually enter your world. Now, I know a lot of times you're afraid. You're like, well, if I stop thinking about my specific person, the desire will go away. But it won't. Like, the desire is part of you. It's not going to go away. It's really not. Oh, Estella, thank you. I think I shouldn't be reading that one. Well, thank you too, Estella. I guess there was a conversation happening. Hi, Bobby, Kaylee. Okay. Thanks for answering me. Okay. Strange. I entered at a strange part of the conversation. It's so hard to read this and talk at the same time. Something I really want to manifest is I want to manifest kombucha being on sale. It hasn't been on sale for a while. I only like to buy it when it's on sale. So I think it's too expensive otherwise. I'm sort of a penny pincher. Uh, I think I get that from my grandmother. She's Sicilian, and she's a penny pincher, and she taught me well to save money. She lived in the Great Depression, but I think they had a lot of money at that time because they were smart. Okay, enough of that. I do love my grandmother, though. Do you think it's less likely to attract a specific person if their friends don't like you? No. Honestly, your idea of what their friends are thinking of you and the situation is something you can place new truth upon. I deal with this a lot. Like, people get so discouraged that, like, the mother of their specific person, the friends, the people around them are discouraging them negatively, as if you can't be with this person. This person's awful. You're not meant to be. You're like water and oil. Is that something? They clash. I could be getting that wrong. Again, I don't mean to look like a dumb blonde at times. I'm just somebody that likes to have fun and just kind of talks before they think, but that's okay. In any case, I still think I have something on my lip. Oh, sometimes when I smile, yeah, something's there. Oh well, I think I cut the inside of my mouth. I gotta try to not smile too big today. Okay, in any case, the people around your specific person, their friends, their family, their coworkers, could actually help you. It's your idea of what is possible. So start affirming everyone in my specific person's life is somehow helping the situation, not hindering it. Again, this goes into the category of obstacles. For example, you create these obstacles in your mind, like why we can't be together, why this is being kept from me. And a lot of times you invent this idea of an obstacle, and there really might be an obstacle at the moment of somebody you think that hates you. But again, we can change our minds. These people could be against the relationship. Who cares? They can think whatever they want. You'd still manifest whatever. But you could also manifest them being supportive of you. When you think of these people, say to yourself, well, maybe they didn't like me in the past, but now there's a new moment, and maybe they're starting to realize why I'm really good for my specific person. And they're like, hey, I see goodness in you. You can imagine anything you want. I've transformed relationships, coworker situations, everything. Like, you can transform it. You can stop telling the story that they are against the situation. You can stop telling that story. You actually don't have to tell any story about these people. That's the thing, is when you stop telling a story, negative story, it's actually just as positive, potent. It's just as potent as replacing it with a positive story. So I want to say this in anything, that if you've got those negative thoughts on replay, it's not it's not a requirement to replace them with a positive equivalent. It's actually just as potent to just turn those thoughts off. So a lot of times when you have this negative replay going on in your mind, like, it's impossible to just, suddenly turn those into a positive. Maybe you're good at that, but maybe that like takes a lot of effort and anxiety, and it makes you feel like I have to be on guard all the time. I mean, yuck. Like, you don't want to feel that way. Manifesting is all about a feeling. So sometimes it's just as potent, like I said, if not more potent, to just turn those things off. The absence of negative thoughts can be just as powerful as the presence of positive ones. Okay. Okay, Simran Kanda. I'm going back to that one. Can you manifest a person who denies to get married to you for 8 years? Sure. Again, if you have an 8-year history, look at the positives. If they've been denying you marriage, start to see yourself as someone who can easily get married. Remove the attachments from the situation. Say to yourself, I'm going to no longer be attached to this person and the negative things that they have told me before in the past and the lack. I'm going to remove myself from that. And instead, I totally lost my train of thought. I can't even remember what I was going to say. Oh, wow. That's so cool. I could not remember. And he like posted it like 10 times just for me to remember. That was awesome. Oh, wait, no, they're different questions. I forgot. Okay. I need a moment to recollect myself. I'm having that moment where my brain is like, "Oh my gosh, you're live and there's all these people watching." So, I'm gonna escape the thoughts because you need a moment. Okay. So the trick is to not be attached to the fact that it's been 8 years, to the fact that this person has denied you. Instead, say to yourself, "I am worthy to get married to the person who I love the most. I am that kind of person." And a lot of times, like, it's hard to have those positive thoughts going when you've had this person deny you for 8 years. So take that person out of the picture. Make it totally about yourself and don't be afraid to do that. Like a lot of times you think, "Oh, Veronica's trying to get me to go general and get me to forget my specific person," but I'm not. I'm trying to get you to release resistance. Releasing resistance is so important. And sometimes you have to use these like tricky mind games. Like, I'm going to release resistance by totally focusing on me. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow me to attract my specific person without the resistance. Like, how cool is that? So, give yourself a moment, give yourself a break from thinking about this person that's not giving up. But if you give up your current routine, I bet you anything that this person is going to start acting different. And the thing about changes is like you need to give this person a moment to change. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight, and it's not gonna be like one day they don't wanna marry you and the next day they do. It's gonna have varying shades of gray, and sometimes the results are gonna jump around like boom, 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 boom. Roll with it. Decide, "I am the marrying type. I am someone who deserves love. I am someone who deserves success in my love relationship." Decide on that. Watch everything around you change in its own time. If this person still needs another year, oh well. If you end up getting to the result, does it really matter how long it took? Let's stop measuring time and just live in the present moment because that's really all we have anyway. Like, you can't travel to the future, you can't travel to the past. You're always in the present. It's always the present moment. So let's enjoy it. How to manifest your specific person introduce you to his family. Okay, let's talk it out because I manifested that. I remember when I was trying to manifest that, and you just imagine the people that you know of in his family, and you imagine like shaking their hand or greeting them, being introduced warmly, having them smile back at you, having them friend you on Facebook. That's a good one. Um, Having them bake cookies for you. I don't know, I'm just using that as an example. Or baking cookies for them. Christmas is coming, so it's all about baking cookies, and I intend to bake a lot of cookies. Um, what else? Like, you could be like, "We're all gonna have go out to dinner. We're gonna have burritos." I really like burritos. They have giant burritos in Chicago, seriously. They have some of the best Mexican food ever in Chicago. Okay, I'm sorry. I really like food. And my stomach did grumble. I don't know if the microphone picked that up, but that's okay. I'm gonna have breakfast after this. I guess I'm a little late on breakfast. Oh well. I slept in today, but that was good. Okay, I need to remain focused. Oh, introduced to the family. Okay. So you could imagine driving there. You could imagine your specific person, if they have children, being introduced to them, having them like you, playing with them, going bowling. You could imagine going to the movies. Laughter. Laughter's good. Being accepted, being part of the family. Having them say things like, "You are so good for my son. I am so happy that you are in my son's life. I feel like my son should ask you to marry him immediately." Having them be supportive. Now, even if this has been a struggle in the past and your specific person has said, "I will never introduce you to my family," take that part out. Again, you have the choice what to focus on. Totally your choice. Anything can happen in your world. There are no restrictions. We are not born into this life with a predestined thing of what we can have and what we can't have. Now, I know a lot of people believe in pre-written destinies. I don't. Um, I don't because it places too many limitations. I feel like we can be and do and have anything anything, any experience, what you deem to be possible. Think about it. Like the things that we deem to be possible right now, like 300 years ago, people did not think were possible, but they were possible then too, just no one had thought of it. So we're constantly evolving. We're constantly living longer. Like we'll probably start living to be 200. Like back in the day, like it was unheard of to live to be 105. People live that long now. And I'm manifesting my grandmother and her sweet husband to be living till 110 and 105 because he's 5 years younger. And I tell them that every single day. And I want that to happen because they are the sweetest people in the entire world. Uh, what else? Hello, Veronica. Hi, Dale. Cotton candy subs. How to feel abundance? That is a good question. That can be hard, especially when you're so used to feeling lack. Like you don't know what that feels like. But you know what it doesn't feel like. I was closing my other computer, sorry. I know I tend to like move around a lot. I'm kind of a hyper person. Uh, okay. What does abundance feel like? Well, it doesn't feel like lack. I'll tell you that much. Abundance feels warm. You could almost symbolically imagine like this lovely blanket covering your body, like a lovely fleece blanket. I love fleece blankets. Cats love fleece blankets. Seriously, you stick a fleece blanket in front of a cat and they start baking bread on it. It is the most amazing thing in the world. Like blankets feel wonderful, they feel warm. So anything that's a comforted feeling. And like imagining a blanket comforting you is actually bringing about your desire, no matter what your desire is, because it's a comforting and warm and abundant feeling. So, the trick about manifesting something specific is to start feeling that warmth and that abundance and that rich feeling of having, like I'm having things. So, I could close my eyes and I could imagine myself being surrounded by comfortable pillows. I could imagine myself on a beach towel on the beach with the waves. That's a lovely calming feeling. So anything that's going to bring about a relaxed state within you is feeling abundance. Abundance is the exact opposite from anxiety, stress, that jittery, yucky feeling, like that, all of that. You could even imagine, like the way a chocolate chip cookie makes you feel like it's warm, it's out of the oven, like it just feels like heaven. That's what abundance feels like a delicious chocolate chip cookie. Abundance feels like seeing a rainbow. It feels like petting a purring kitten or having your cats nuzzle you. Like abundance feels like joy. And so I would stress to try to take 5 minutes every single day. Five. My hand looks so big. I have really long fingers. Comes from playing the piano. I have a really big span. It's very exciting. Okay, but back to what I was saying. So abundance and feeling abundance is going to get you that specific person. It's going to get you that money. It's going to get you that job. Because again, the universe is you. You do not have to be spelling out this person's name at every single moment. Like the universe is very well aware of your specific person. And I think in releasing attachments, you don't want to be spelling out their name at every single moment of every single day. Like it's not necessary. The universe works on simple suggestions. The universe likes gentle movement, flowing movement. So try to create that feeling within yourself. And I feel like I'm going to have a hiccup. So just give me one moment. Can I change the way my specific person looks at our past relationship and manifests them back? He says, I'm never going to change. Oh my gosh. I need to highlight that question. Yes, you can. Here's the thing. Right now, you are telling a story in your mind. My specific person thinks I am set in my ways, thinks I have bad traits, and I am never going to change. Patricia 3791. And you are replaying what your specific person thinks about you. You need to remind yourself of some good things your specific person has said in the past. I don't care how long it's been. I don't care if they've mentioned your bad traits more than your good traits. Uh, Imagine a compliment that they once gave you. Imagine something encouraging they once said to you. Um, Start reinventing how you would like them to see your past relationship. Like if you would like them to forgive and forget, they can do that. They can do that in such a way that it's scary and you feel like you're in a science fiction show and you're like, whoa, this is crazy. You can do that. They can almost like have no memory of it having happened before. It's crazy the way that happens. And honestly, like they can take those words back and start seeing you as the most loving person in the entire world. But how do you see you? Do you see yourself as having these bad traits? Or do you see yourself as the new you who is embodying wonderful, brand new traits, brand new beauty, brand new love? Do you think more about the past relationship or do you think more about the relationship you want to create? So ask yourself, what am I focusing on? What do I feel is possible in my world? That good stuff. I hope that helped. I try to spend time on every question. Oh, I'm going to be doing a new collaboration. Somebody suggested him. See, that's why I can't be online for longer than 30 minutes because I start stumbling with my words. It's hard to talk all the time. Seriously, sometimes when I don't go online for a few days, it's because I've completely worn out my voice. I need to, if I want to do this for the long haul, I got to do like voice exercises and stuff. Because what happens is I talk to so many people on the phone. Sometimes I don't even schedule phone calls on a particular day, only text messages because I need to rest my voice. Oh, Patricia said thank you. And thank you, Patricia, for asking that question. Actually, Patricia was my mother's name. And she passed away a long time ago if you've followed my videos, and she was very special to me. Her birthday is actually this next Wednesday. So I'm planning on celebrating it. I'm getting her a cake. Even though she's not here, I'm still going to enjoy cake, her favorite cake, enjoy a nice dinner. And so she's been on my mind, and her name was Patricia. And so I love that I answered a question by someone named Patricia. So that's a special sign for me. See, I love it how we can all give each other signs. Makes me feel all warm and happy. I also want to mention this Monday is Rocky's 6th birthday. Yes, he is born on 11/11. That is going to be also a special day. Okay, I'm starting to, I'm going to film some more videos after this. I plan on releasing many, and like I said, the 25 days of Christmas, because Christmas is a happy time. Okay, somebody said happy birthday, yay! Do you believe subliminals can aid the manifestation process? Subliminals. I'm always honest in terms of techniques. Subliminals never worked for me. Doesn't mean it can't work for you. I tried them back in the day, and maybe I was in too much of a needy state at that time. It was before I really embraced the law of attraction. Like this was a long time ago. And I was just trying things, and they did not work for me. Doesn't mean they can't work for you. I really think things like subliminals only work because you're in the state to have it work, like you're in the state of receiving. So, honestly, I feel like they're crutches, but if you want to do them and you feel power within them, they make you feel strong, go for it. But again, I'm always honest. Never worked for me. You can try it, see how it feels. If you feel strong, then you know it's working. But don't rest your creative power within the power of a subliminal to do it for you. Like the subliminal isn't working because it has power. It doesn't. You have all the power, so never give away your power. See it as assisting you, but never see it as the substance, because then you're going to get all wrapped up into these outer things like trinkets as being like good luck charms. I feel lucky when I see a particular number, but again, it's could be lucky anytime. So I try to not get too wrapped up in those outer things. Uh-huh. How can I know so intently that me and specific person are meant to be without any question, but still somehow allow circumstances to be a setback? I think it's a lot of times it's this overall feeling that you can't have everything in life. There's even that song that it's like you can't always get what you want. Of course you can always get what you want. A lot of times we have this feeling that star-crossed lovers, like the thing that's meant to be, we don't actually get to experience. That's so depressing. Uh, I'm gonna scroll back up to that question, otherwise I'm gonna forget it. Oh, oh, I think I already lost it. Oh, wait, there it is, Rachel Ann. I like the name Rachel. I've been getting a lot of questions from Rachel. I don't know why. Um, okay, I need a moment to pause and recollect myself. You know what? In your circumstance, Rachel, here's what I would do. I would start affirming, start giving thanks that you feel it's meant to be. And then, say to yourself, all these setbacks, I am manifesting myself having a new viewpoint on these setbacks. As if all of these setbacks are somehow helping the overall big picture, as if a silver lining is coming. Start to affirm things like good things happen to me in life. I am lucky in love. I get what I want. I am the kind of person that just always things work out for. These are empowering statements. And you know this without any question. Start knowing that there's a perfect time and place. It'll happen when you least expect it. So even take a few days off from thinking about the situation. In fact, it's a great tie into my video, Attract Your Crush in 3 Days, because it's about completely letting go. And that link is below, by the way. It's about completely letting go. So I would try to, these circumstances, say to yourself, well, circumstances are always in change. I would try to honestly take some time just for yourself, for you. Take your mind off of this situation. If you feel it intently in your heart, then it's obviously going to happen at some point. I don't think you actually need to harp on it. Try any new techniques. I think you need more of letting go. What was your mother's favorite cake? Oh, you know what? It's from a bakery in the Chicago area called Kirschbaum's, and they make the best cakes in the entire world. They really do. They've been in business since like the 50s or something like that. Like seriously, their cakes and their smiley face cookies, like out of this world. They make these little tea cookies too with the frosting on top. Oh my God, a chocolate lover's cake. If you're ever in the Chicago area, seriously go to Kirschbaum's. Oh my God, to die for. Okay. How to manifest you? Go for it. Try it. Who knows? I mean, seriously, go for it. Anything with a pure intention, who knows what could happen? And honestly, there could be multiple like versions of everything. I think we've only begun to tap into the potential of everything. If everything is possible, then who knows how life really works? All I know is that focus on what your heart wants in a pure way. And it's amazing what miracles can happen. Okay, I do need to wrap up though, because I need lunch badly. Actually, it's breakfast. What am I eating today? I am having apples because I really love apples. And then I am going to make some egg fried rice with some delicious vegetables because I love broccoli. I'm not going to use much egg though because I'm actually like pro-vegan, part-time egg and dairy, very part-time though. So I'm going to use as few eggs as possible because I really don't support them. But occasionally I eat them on occasion. That's the thing about eating healthy is you can only do what you want to do. So if you're like experimenting with vegetarianism, don't feel like you're a cop out because you're only doing it part time. Like do it whenever you can. You're helping the animals, you're helping the environment, you're helping the universe. Do whatever you can, and that is enough. It's kind of like a symbol in terms of manifesting. Okay, I'm Veronica. You can email me at veronicaisles@gmail.com. Check out my 2 new videos this weekend. 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday. They are good ones. I'm going to come online live a lot. So subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified as to when I go online live. What else? I don't know. But I have private coaching available, and all my cats say hi. Try to have a happy day. Don't think too hard. Uh, Try to be more spontaneous. Try to be more free flowing. Try to not be as analytical. Honestly, the universe responds best when you can be more flowy. And that's how I try to live my life. Like, I know these videos aren't very polished. I know I'm very sporadic, but honestly, I feel like the universe responds best when you're just having fun, living in the moment and going with the flow. And so I hope that it can be an example to you as to try to how to try to live your life. Because I used to be a very stressful, pent up person who was very anxious. And my outer world was a reflection of that. And it was a mess. My life only got better when I started embracing more free flowing energy. Have a lovely rest of your day. I promise to join you again soon.